Hi, my beautiful people. How are you doing? How is your day? How is your week? How is your month? How is everything? Hopefully, you're doing great. And welcome back to my channel. Today, we have this micro twist using Brazilian wool, and I'm going to take you step by step. Don't worry, this is nothing you can take a long time. It's hairstyle that you can do in short time. And I love this hairstyle because you can style this hair in so many styles. So, if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much, honey, for stopping by. But if you're new to this family, you're welcome. My name is Gloria Mtui, and if this is the kind of content you like, consider subscribing, turn on notification bell, and share with your loved one because this channel is all about hair tutorial. I used total of 3 packs, and I cut 16 inches long, and then I go ahead and I stretch the wool. I put in small portions so that it will be easier for me to stretch the wool. You may either decide to use comb or to use a brush if you have. Go ahead and make sure you brush or you stretch your hair until you find your wool. It's good. So here I'm done, and this is how this wool looks like. I'll go ahead and take barbecue sticks, and no specific amount how many strands I use because I already brushed, so it's so hard to count, but just measure any size you want, not too big and not too small, and then go ahead and wrap the wool on the barbecue stick. Go ahead and make sure every time you roll and wrap to get good results. If you feel like your wool tangled, go ahead and use brush to brush again and keep wrapping. Roll and wrap, roll and wrap. And then make sure you secure the wool at the end, and then go back to other side and repeat exactly the same thing. Roll and wrap, roll and wrap. If you feel the wool tangled, take your brush and brush your wool and keep rolling and wrapping until you finish your wool. And this is how the wool looks like. You can take any leave-in conditioner, but for this video I'll use Cantu, and then put some amount and then add hot water. Here's all the twists I made, and then I put them in hot water and I allow them to suck in hot water for about 5 minutes, and I make sure I turn the wool so that all the twists will get enough water. And then I take them out. I put them on a towel. I allow them to reduce some water but not to be dry. I take them down immediately when they are still wet. As you can see, the barbecue stick is still wet, so the wool is wet too. And then I pull the hair to make sure I stretch the curls, and then to avoid tangling, go ahead and use your finger to like to do what I'm doing. Then go ahead and trim the end so that it will be easier for you to split the wool without tangling, because in the end it's a bit thin, so cut them and then go ahead and split your wool. Because we are going to do micro twists, make sure you take tiny pieces. Make sure both sides are even before you start to make twists, because you don't want to make one side longer while other side is short. The way we are doing twists here is very easy. Just make sure you are pulling the hair from one side to another. You don't need to roll. Just make sure you take the wool and you put another hand so that you can twist the wool. Very relaxed. Make sure your hand is very relaxed. And then in the end of this wool, because I make sure I twist all till the end, this is how I twist the end. I just take one side and I put on top of each other, and I keep going and repeat exactly the same thing until the end. And then you will get something like this. Can you see how straight the twist looks like? And then it's so light. Guys, if you ever use wool, you can say how light the wool it is. Then I go ahead and I part my hair from ear to ear. So after that, I apply some gel. Use any gel that works for you, because in today's industry we have a lot of hair wax that doing pretty good. So after that, I redo the line again to get clean and neat sections. After that, I start to make twists. So again, when I'm doing this here, the whole process, I make sure I'm still using the wet wool. I didn't allow them to be dry. I keep using my finger to stretch the twists. So take your time, and after you finish to stretch the twists both sides, go ahead and make sure you trim the end so that you'll be able to split your wool easily without tangling. So as you can see, I use a tiny piece. I guess it's like one strand only. Every twist I use only one strand. So in one twist I get around 5 sections. So every twist I divide into 5. So I braid 5 twists, just like this, and then I go ahead and work with small sections. So after I part the hair, I apply some hair wax so that I can hold my hair well. 2 strands will be this wool, while the 3rd strand will be my natural hair. Go ahead and do regular twists. If you don't know how to do regular braid, if you don't know how to do regular braid, I push one side of the wool down so that when I hold other side, the wool will not slide. Then I start to do 3-way braids. And I realize when I do 3-way braids, when I start the twists, my hairstyle is going to last longer more than when I start to twist my hair from down. I don't know because we have natural hair or what, but I realize when I start with box braid or 3-way braids, the style will last longer. And then I keep making twists, and as you can see, I'm not rolling and twist. I'm just putting each side on top of each other, like very loose, just like the way we do passion twists, or yeah, just like the way we do passion twists, if you ever done a passion twist. And then in the end, that is how I do, and you'll get something like this. Let me demonstrate it one more time so that you can see clearly. Take your wool, make them 2 strands, while the 3rd strand will be your natural hair. It doesn't matter if your hair is short or long, you still can use your hair to be the 3rd strand. And then do regular braids like 5-6 times to make sure you hold your hair well. and then start to make twists. And to tuck in your hair, make sure you apply some hair wax on your hair, and then go ahead and make twists. And the way we are doing twists, we are not doing regular twists, we are doing something like passion twists. Make sure your hand is relaxed, your fingers are relaxed, and then go ahead and make twists. And here I'm done with front. Because I'm going to crochet the hair in the middle, I make sure I'm going to let this hair look as natural as possible. So I also make 2 lines surround my back from ear to ear, but in back side, and then I braid so that I'll be able to style in any style. I'll be able to style in ponytail, I'll be able to style in back side, side to side, any way I want to style, I'll be free to go with it. And this is how I hold back, especially when I braid back sides. You can see it's different with the way I place my hands when I braid front side. And then after that, I go ahead and I make lines. You may either decide to do cornrows, but if you don't know how to do cornrows, go ahead and make twists. I'm going to do really quick. And as you can see, this is how back looks like after I put these 2 lines. This is how I do cornrows. Sometimes it's a bit hard to explain how can someone do braids, but I usually add only one side and then I braid. I only add one side. I only add here in one side, then I keep braiding, and I find this method work pretty good for me, and I can hold all the hair together and my lines will be clean and neat. But if you can't do cornrows, go ahead and do twists. Do flat twists. So this is how the lines looks like. So let's take our hair. I take the hair from the wool I was doing, and then now it's time to crochet. I only pull the hair once, but if you want to keep this hair long time, because you can wear this hairstyle up to 3 good months, go ahead and make 2 knots. Instead of pull the hair through one time, go and redo again so that you will secure the hair twice, and then move to other side. And in down here, I make sure I put very closely to each other, while in the middle I put far away from each section. Each section I put far from, each twist I keep space from one twist to another. And as you can see here, I crocheted for about 10 minutes. I was already done with this part. And then this is how the hair looks. Can you see how fully the back side looks like? And let me take a break and I'll be back with final look. And this is how the hair looks like. I'm so in love with this hair. This hair is so light, no smell at all, and you can wear this hair up to good 3 months. I'm going to show you all the side of my hair so that you will know what exactly you are going to do. Can you see how fully the hair it looks in the back? Like you are free to style any style you want. So hopefully you like this video and you get something. If yes, kindly give this video a big thumb up. Don't forget to share with your loved ones. I love you guys and I will see you soon. Bye.